video, I want to go over the countdown timer. So DropFunnels has gone through and actually created a customized timer for us, which is very, very slick and very, very flexible. So I just want to throw a timer up here, and I will show you exactly how to do that. Now, if you go up here to standard modules, actually the basic modules, it's right here, countdown, I didn't even notice. So we can drop in our countdown timer. Now, if you see the way that the timer shows up, it will have years, months, days, hours, minutes, seconds, which is all great. Unfortunately, I don't want it that big. I don't need it that big. This is what I'm doing here is an evergreen timer, but I'll show you both ways to do it. So you can have a countdown timer to a fixed day. So let's do that one first. So in the general section, we're going to pick fixed day. You can select a time zone. Let's see here. We can go. Let's go. The date is the 1st of the month is April. And the year is 2020. And then we'll call it, 1 a.m. or 1 minute a.m. So action after timer expiry is basically what happens after the timer times out. So you can just hide the timer. You can display a message saying, hey, you're too late. You can also do a redirect user to a new URL. So if you wanted to be a stickler, you could actually push someone off to another page and say, hey, your time expired. This is the price now, or something to that effect. So that's all good from there. Now in my styling, I don't need the years to show up in this situation. So what I can actually do here is, first of all, there's a space between time, unit, and digit. So this does our vertical space here. And you'll see if I kind of open those up, you will see that expand. But we're going to leave it at 0. And in here, space between elements, that spreads them apart horizontally. And of course, that's going to pump me onto the next line. But what I'll do is I'll leave those both at 10. So 10 and 10. Now, the digit area shape, I can change the shape into circles, squares, or custom. Now, I'm not really sure what custom does. Custom, it gives me squares. Okay, but I've only dealt with the circles and the squares right now. So what we'll do is, I like the circles. I just prefer them. I think they look kind of cool. And this is digit background color. This is where you can set, your background color, as you see. There's also the digit area width, 100 pixels. I can expand or shrink those. And I can also make them giant by just going in here and saying 200. Okay, so that expands my circles. So I want it back to 100. There's also, let's see here, the digit border style. So this is my actual circle. So I can actually change these to dashed so that they, as you see, it's very, very flexible in here. You can kind of build your own timer. So the other thing I can do is adjust my border width. I like them a little bit thicker. I'll go with 7. And I can change my background color, the border color, which I use a color preset in this page. And we'll make them orange. The on count animation, I can have them flash, I can have them shake, I can have them do a whole lot of things. See, there's the flashing, here's the shaking. Kind of an interesting concept, but I just want them standard for now, so none. Let's see. Next is the timer unit styling. The timer unit position, so months, days, hours, minutes, seconds. I can change that to inside the digit area if I would like. And you'll see they show up inside. I would have to adjust my font sizes and everything else, but I do not want to do that. But these are all completely flexible. So select position below digit. That's what I want. You can also put them above, right side, left side, etc. Now here is where the timer setting strings are. Okay, so if you see here, years are enabled, custom label, months, custom label, days, custom label. So I'm going to eliminate the years and disable that because I don't need the years to show up. I also want them to look clean and together here. So in the custom labels, okay, the reason why these things get spread apart is that the actual wording doesn't fit. Okay, so what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to come to months. So months is enabled. Now the custom label on the months, I want to say yes. Okay, and you'll see here where I can change this to MONs and MON for singular. So it also switches when you get to that singular minute or the singular day, which is pretty cool. The custom label, I'm going to change the custom label on the minutes as well. Custom label, yes. And then we're going to say mins, and we'll say min. Now you see everything kind of lines up okay. I could change this to seconds, doing that. It's all good. So, but you can come in here and kind of figure it out is what you can do. This is a really, really cool, flexible way of giving you kind of every single type of timer you could possibly want. Now, in this situation here, I actually want a evergreen timer. One of the things that came up was, hey, what do we do with evergreen stuff that, hey, we have a webinar that's running every hour or every 15 minutes or whatever, or an evergreen webinar. So what we want to do in that situation is we want to go back to general. There's also typography and stuff. You can change the fonts and all that good stuff. That's kind of typical in all of the DropFunnels modules. So the timer right now is set to fixed. What I'm going to do is I am going to set it to evergreen. And the evergreen timer, I will set to 3 hours. 3 hours, 0 minutes. So there we go. It starts counting down. 2 hours, 59 minutes, 39 seconds. Now, after action, I'm going to say none. All good. Again, I can set that up to go to another page, etc. What I also want to do here is I want to get rid of my months and days. Seeing this is evergreen, I don't need months and days to show up. So what I can do here is I can leave everything alone and just show you exactly how to remove these. And the months is going to be disabled, and the days will also be disabled. And that's it. There's my evergreen timer, 2 minutes, 58 seconds. So that's exactly how to use the DropFunnels Pro Countdown Timer. Again, it's called Countdown when you go to modules. The modules, it's a countdown timer, and it will automatically bring in your DropFunnels Pro Countdown. So there you go. That's how to set up a timer inside DropFunnels, and I will see you sometime again in a future video. Please hit the subscribe button, and I will talk to you again soon.